Hi guys, I am here at a park. My children are at their piano class and I have a short minute to do one of these videos. I'm not much feeling up to it, but I also felt called to do so. The energies out there right now are just absolutely bonkers, right? But we are right between two eclipses. One was a solar and one is a lunar. And Scorpio season, so sorry all you Scorpios, but kind of darkness and ick and and then you add to that some Halloween candy or some of that stuff. I hope you guys are all doing okay and hanging in there. I'm sinusing and full of congestion and pain, and I just did 10 pellets of Arnica montana, a homeopathic for muscle pain. It's overcast right now, so I'm like all squinty. It's so bright, I'm melting. I went shopping with my daughters this weekend to get some fabric and things to make sweatshirts for them have them make sweatshirts for Funmas or, mock Halloween, whatever. I was trying to scratch the whole costume part of it because it's just really expensive and time consuming, and I wasn't sure how crazy about that part they were. But then between the one kid who was kind of not so happy with me about all this, and then my husband, who was actually more of the problem, we ended up deciding I was going to order what they wanted, which they wanted axolotl pajamas or with a hood. And axolotls are Mexican cave salamanders that have amazing regenerative abilities, like all salamanders, but they're being looked at because they can even regenerate parts of their brain and their spine. So unfortunately, they're being studied by pharma. I probably shouldn't have said that word on these videos. I'm gonna have to get sneaky with my language to try to work with this platform. But so I'll be spelling things out with dots in between or some kind of secret code message for you guys. Anyways, I was giving my kids a hard time. Why not native salamanders? We got the slimy salamander. We got the spotted salamander. We have newts. We're actually in kind of a salamander capital where I'm at. Not the capital. The capital is Smoky Mountains in Tennessee or North Carolina, I think. Yeah, I love salamanders. They have a piece of my heart. I had one in my bedroom when I was growing up, and then I've taken care of several at nature centers that I worked at, although they belong free and in the wild for sure. But axolotls right now are gaining tremendous popularity, and the kids have caught wind of this, and so they wanted that. They got the gills. The other part of axolotls is that they never come out of the water. They never finish their life cycle. They're an amphibian that stays in the water, which is unique to them. So yeah, that's there's my science spiel. You know what? You could just watch Wild Kratts, really. Turn this off. Go to them. No. So we went out and got fabric stuff for that. They're doing a great job putting them together. So far we got eyes on the little hoods that I ordered, or hooded sweatshirts that I ordered, and smiles, and the eyes are cutie eyes as they call them, because they learned about those sometime when they were little. So all the eyes that they put on everything has to have those little glimmer effects, you know, where it's got 2 white spots instead of a white eye with a black dot like everything I made when I was growing up. So, but they're really good at it. And they're charming little costumes. So, yeah, I don't know where they're going to wear them, but they're, I guess, their classes and just out and about. At least it's something I was able to get 60% cotton. I'm a stickler for getting non-plastic clothing. It's very difficult, and I do the best I can, and I will continue to. And if everybody just pushed a little bit that way and said, no, I am not buying anything 100% polyester or any of those other weird names you have given to the plastic textile industry, then we would have a lot of buying power. Keep cotton here at home in the U.S. Let's do it. Wool, linen, all those. Good stuff. My body won't tolerate otherwise nowadays. And then people also wonder, like, why they stink so freaking bad. You know, between all the toxins that come out their pores and the antiperspirants that they've been blocking and holding all that in. But then they have these plastic fibers that are unbreathable and are coated in fragrance and endocrine disruptors and yeah, laundry stuff is a big bane of mine. But most of you guys, if you're listening to me here, you probably are already pretty wise to that. What time we got? 38 minutes. This was supposed to be an uplifting video. Oh, 38 minutes into the hour. I got, I don't know, maybe 4 minutes. So let's talk positive. Yay me. No, I am making huge progress is the bottom line. Sometimes I forget and I don't look back on things. But my God, I'm driving my kids from city to city. Every week we make all our appointments. I really only have one day during the week that is not full of appointments. Whether it's my chiropractic now, or my dogs, or my kids' piano, or their swim class, or 2 days worth of dance that we do. And then managing everything else. When my husband's working, which his shift is a little wonky and hard to describe, but he works, he's gone about 13 hours. So then I get to cover all 3 shifts of, you know, all meals in that day. And usually that goes on for a extended time. So 5 days, 6 days, what have you. And I'm doing it. I'm doing quite okay with it. That's a funky looking airplane. Sorry, my eyes are always a little bit on the skies. Where's my foil hat? No, kidding. It really is going on, so no foil hats necessary. I think it's a recreational airplane. That's why it looks so funny. So, hello, Amelia. All right, back to non-crazy land. I'll tell you about Amelia later. Yeah, I'm. Our shopping day went crazy, and the Greek restaurant that we went to put feta on our side salads. Well, my one child broke out in hives last time because of high histamine from feta. So no more feta for us. I'll put myself in that same boat because I don't need to overload my histamine bucket and then find out later that I can't handle something that I normally could. So I do have some histamine homeopathics that I can help balance that, but obviously we were unable to eat the salads. The next day, oh, and then the craft store, after shopping all day, and I mean all day, which is not my thing at all. I don't like shopping very much. I have fun with it nowadays because me and the girls, we try on different clothes, and they're bigger now. You know, I can kind of trust them to go in the bathroom, and I can stand outside, and so many differences there. It's time for me to sign off, so where was I going with all this? Sorry, I'm scatterbrained. Oh, so the craft store forgot to give us my bag, one of our bags, and we get home at the end of the day, and the recovery dinner that was supposed to be pretty wholesome had the feta, and then the girls tell me one of the bags is missing, and this is not just a hop and a skip to get the bag. But the next day, after a good night's rest, I made 2 phone calls without even skipping a beat, and phone calls used to just absolutely leave me in a puddle of terror. My heart would race, and I would be just shaking while I was waiting for the other end to pick up, and it was just a nightmare. And nothing. I realized it later. And not only did I order 3 new side salads to pick up that day for lunch, I located the bag, and we're going to go grab it during 5 o'clock traffic in the busy city today after we get done with the next class. So all these things are just, if you're not there yet, hang in there, okay? One step at a time. One day it'll lift and you'll look back and you won't even know. You won't even know that it was gone for a while until you're like, wow, look at me go. Look at me go. And if you're here right now on this planet during these tricky times, know that there is beauty all around us, and that you will develop the tact you need to shine your light when the time is there. Don't let all the trickiness of it get to you. I'm kind of right there right now trying to figure out, when do I talk, when do I not talk. Sometimes I kick myself later saying, man, that was an opportunity, I should have took it. But I can see full well that the person is totally shut down. So I'm trying to learn when to drop those crumbs and when not to. But we're all here for sure for a reason. And if you're listening to this, you know you are. And just keep going and find something to hold on to. Yesterday, I crashed my gut with a nice, lovely plate of hash browns that my husband made for me for breakfast. Because I just, the fungicide in those conventional potatoes. And it made things really gloomy. And I had to go sit with a tree. I went and sat with my oak in the backyard, which took me a long time to realize. I was like, I can't sit next to that my butt's gonna get all wet. It rained the last few days. I'm gonna get muddy, and my brain always went back to sit on a piece of plastic, which I knew would block the grounding that I needed. And then finally I was like, duh. I got all these, we still use the cloth diapers that my kids had when they were young, although we made it only about maybe a quarter, maybe halfway through their diapering with cloth diapers. But those things are handy. Either way, a folded bath towel will get you to not have a muddy butt, and sit at the base of a tree and just let the tree take you. Imagine that toroidal energy, like you're an apple and you're the core, and the tree has the same thing going on, and it's coming in and going down and in and out. And I actually ate an apple during all that, and it was lovely, and it felt really good, and I stayed out there longer than I had planned. But it's needed. When when all things go ick, trees, water, take a shower, or just go, if you can't, go run your wrists under some warm water at the sink, or take a shower, or did I already say that? Sorry, bath. And then my favorite is that reset button. Go to bed. Hit the clock. Try again tomorrow. Hang in there. Love you guys. Gotta go.